And we go on to Eva Januszewicz. She is the project coordinator in the Information Office of the Council of Europe here in Warsaw. And since 1999, she is primarily dealing with human rights campaigns and trainings. And today she is presenting us the internal safety game, Wild Web Woods.
Dzień dobry Państwu. Bardzo się cieszę, że jeszcze tyle osób.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to see that so many of you have borne with us, have stayed on despite this late hour. I'll try and be brief because my main job, my main purpose is to tell you about an internet game for children aged 6 through 12. We don't have any children of that age in this room, so I'll just tell you what the game's about and then you can pass it on. But before we do that, before I move on to that, I'd like to say, like Ms. Goss said, we're happy to see that various institutions, various organizations, various companies are getting involved in the issue of internet safety, are becoming aware of the dangers and the advantages of internet technology, of present-day technology, and that they're becoming aware of cyberbullying. The Council of Europe, which for over 50 years has been dealing with human rights protection, also deals with protection of the rights of the child. This year we've launched a 3-year campaign covering the 47 member states of the Council of Europe. This campaign is titled Building Europe for Children and with Children. And the addressees, or this campaign, is addressed to international organizations, governments, NGOs, and the Council of Europe is the coordinator of this project. I have here, this is a little booklet that encourages people, that teaches about serious matters in a slightly light-hearted way, and it's also a puzzle that you can play with. And these little books wrap up or define what we're doing with this Building Europe with and for Children campaign. One of the activities in the campaign, which is multidimensional, which covers a number of aspects, we want to say that no form of violence against children can be justified, and every type of violence against children has to be prevented. We have to fight with that violence, and we have to make sure it doesn't happen. So, in order to put this into practice, to practice what we preach, an asset of the Council of Europe is its ability to combine various ways of affecting, impacting government, parliament, local authorities, and intergovernmental organizations. So Council of Europe initiatives are usually taken up, seized upon, and echoed, as it were, by all these components, constituents of society. And our campaigns are usually attract interest throughout Europe, so there's this sense of participating in a truly Europe-wide project. And in Poland, the campaign for protection of the rights of the child and awareness building, the Council of Europe has developed a game. This is the logo of the campaign. The Wild Web Woods is the name of the game. It sounds threatening, but the point is that during the game, and you can see that it's available in over a dozen languages, I would say, and now we're adding on new languages. The child learns about the rights of the child and becomes aware, knows how to recognize danger, The purpose of the game is to protect children against violence, cyberbullying specifically. And given that the internet is becoming more important in the lives of children today, we have to use all possible media, all possible methods to inform children of the dangers. You mentioned these primers, these primary school books for parents and children. This game contains a whole set of information on what the internet is. Well, first of all, in this game, children can understand how the web works. They find out things along the way, wandering through the wild web woods. And they also learn to become an intelligent and informed internet user. So playing the game is a way of learning about become familiar with the environment. So what's this game about, briefly? In the game, or the purpose of the game, the objective, so this is a fairy tale. Like I said, it's for younger children. It's a fairy tale with fairy tale characters. And you pick a character and wander through the forest, the woods, various levels, various cities, in order to reach the perfect city, a city of fun, peace, and freedom. It sounds all very lofty, but in visual terms, graphically, it becomes more interesting, it's more appealing. Along the way, there are various hazards to be overcome. You have to be wary, you have to be cautious, and it's all about collecting coins, these little yellow circles, and there's 4 types of coins. So each time you move, you advance to one level. To advance to a level, you need to collect 4 coins, and information, awareness, safety, and privacy. These are the 4 coins in question. There's a number of levels, and on each level you'll find information regarding these issues, these general topics. You need to collect all 4 coins, so the child has, if it wants to play the game, to at least have a look at the information within or contained within a given coin. There's a little pop-up window that contains information. For instance, this is a general information about how the internet works and what who can have access, while the privacy coins, for instance, teach kids to be careful. It's like we said a number of times here today. For instance, children can't give their address, their phone number online, that kids should use nicks, they shouldn't reveal their passwords in chat rooms or messaging systems, social networking sites. Try not to divulge any private information. Try not to let people know who you are. Awareness coins. See the good sides of the internet and the bad sides of the internet. Not all websites are good, and here the kid learns that not everything they find online is good for them. They can also learn how to be, shall I say, cautious when reading the opinions of others. You find out about spam, anti-spam filters, the information and safety coins, and not to believe everything. And then they say that you don't spend too much time online because you can get addicted, and if you get addicted, you get cut off from your friends, and you don't want to be cut off. So that's the type of information that we get in this game. So you collect the coins and keys. There's keys to cities. It's fairly easy to, after all, it's for small children, young children. And when you reach this perfect city, when you complete the game, I'm sorry, I don't think I have a screenshot. you find information about the basic things about children as citizens, or the civic rights of children. The Council of Europe pays a great deal of attention to developing civic attitudes among children, to develop participation. So there's a piece of information there about what a city is, what a city hall is, what a parliament is, what a school is, what a court is, and what a family is. And then there are questions on what children can and should or should not do. It's basic civics, kind of, and also with a focus on the rights of the child, telling children what to expect in court, for instance, or what a court or any other institution can do for them. There's a prize for the completion of the game. If you do that, you can install a screensaver. There's a screensaver. If you've completed the game, you can download that after you've finished the game. The game, which was rolled out, which was launched in February of this year, is already fairly popular. In April, for instance, there were 550,000 hits in Europe, throughout Europe, or at least 500,000 players throughout Europe. We have over 78,000 registered users. In Poland, we have 300 registered users, but the Polish translation has been available only for 2 months now. And the kids, there was a little poll, a little survey done in the UK, and kids say that the game is friendly, that it's fairly simple, and that it is educational, that it does provide information, and that it makes you think. We're happy to see that, but this isn't all. That's not all we want to achieve. It's not all we want to give children. It's not the only way we want to support children. The game, and take a look, and your kids or your pupils, the game can be found on our website. This is the URL. Now, this is the homepage of the Council of Europe. But if you want to learn more about the campaign that we're doing, building Europe for and with children, and what we're also doing with kids. Now we're working on a campaign against corporal punishment in children, and we're working on a legal ban on corporal punishment. It's all on our website, and you'll find that on our website. Anything else, I'm around. And if you should want books about the campaign, if you want to run this campaign in your schools, I have a couple of copies that I'd be glad to give to you.
Yeah, dziękuję Ms. Januszewicz for presenting this wonderful game for children. No violence, so a really good game for children. Yeah, thank you.